Everybody likes to save money, especially during these uncertain times. But instead of looking into ways to stack up money, maybe looking into getting rid of things can work too. When you get rid of things that cost you in the long term, things that take money from your checking account, you end up with more money than if you had kept these things. To help you spot those financial burdens, I put together a list of things you can potentially get rid of that will save you anywhere from $300 a year all the way up to almost $10,000 a year. And when you add up all the tips in this video, you're looking at $20,000 plus in savings. For every item in the list, I use a very conservative estimate. The goal is to show you how much you can save even without having a drastic approach to some of your expenses. You can easily save a quarter of the $20,000 I'm about to break down to you, and that's still $5,000. So let's start right away with clothes. People from 25 to 30 years old spend $161 per month on clothes, and older people from 35 to 44 spend $209 per month. So let's average it out to $185 and round it down to $180. That is still $2,160 per year in potential savings. And the one simplest way to save money on clothes is to choose your staples and stick to them. A staple is easy to buy, easy to replace, and it's easy to go with forever. My staples are a sweater and a t-shirt from Pier 1, a pair of jeans from Lee, and a pair of shoes from Nike. That's what I wear literally every day. 99% of my wardrobe rotates around 16 items in total. I haven't checked the numbers, but my guess is that my average monthly spend on clothes is something like $40. Most months I don't buy any clothes. I buy staples in batches of 4 to 5 items. Next up is drinks. According to this study, the average American worker spends $3,035 per year on after-work drinks. That's $250 per month or $35 per week, and I just have a hard time believing that that number is real. So I found another study that claims it's more to the tune of $565 per year. That's $47 per month. That seems too little on the other end, so let's go with $2,000 per year spent on alcohol. That's still a nice stash of money to spend on drinks, right? I don't drink alcohol myself, so I save a lot of money that way. But if you don't feel like quitting it altogether, you can still split your consumption in half and you will already save a ton of money. Next is lunch money. A Visa study from 2015 revealed that consumers were spending on average $2,746 per year on lunch alone, and with inflation these years, it's probably even more now. But again, let's take a conservative approach and cut it down to $2,500 per year. There's only one way to save money on lunch when you work a 9 to 5. Bring your own. By making your own lunchbox at home even just 3 days a week, you could save $1,500 per year. And if you do it for the whole week, every week, you won't believe how much extra money you'll have at the end of the year. Let's now talk about non-essentials. How much do you spend per month on useless stuff? For Americans, the answer tends to be around $1,497. That's almost $18,000 a year. That number is insane, so let's take a closer look. The specific study I'm referring to includes things we've already covered in this video, like drinks, lunch, so we'll take those out of the list. But other stuff includes impulse purchases, ride shares, personal grooming, subscription boxes, gym classes or memberships, paid apps, music streaming services, coffee. This right here is a total of $528 per month. And I mean, you don't even have to remove all these things from your life if some of them bring you joy. But again, just by removing a third of those expenses, you're still saving $4,100 a year. Next up is your phone. The average monthly phone cost in the US was $114 in 2018, but it was $47 in the UK. That's a big difference, so let's take an average of $80 per month or $960 per year. Making people upgrade their phone every year or every 2 years is one of the biggest marketing scams of the century. But if you're willingly upgrading to the new iPhone every 2 years and wish you had more money, you might want to rethink your financial priorities. I have a Samsung Galaxy A5 that's 4 years old and it works perfectly. Pay for your phone in cash and go for the cheapest monthly subscription you can find that suits your needs. You don't need to go for those plans where you're essentially paying off a phone you can't afford every month. There's not a single good reason to change your phone every 2 years or to pay off your phone like you're paying off a mortgage. I mean, it's crazy. Let's talk about savings. The least amount you can save is $1 a day for the whole year, and that's $365. And you don't have to literally put a coin in a money jar every day. That's old school, it's not very efficient, and it's also risky to disappear in random spending because it's so easy to take from the jar. So it's much more efficient to set up an automatic monthly transfer from your checking account to your savings. set it up one time and forget about it. And if you can afford to save more than $31 per month, of course, do it. That's even better. $50, $100, $200. At the end of the year, your bank account will thank you. Next is car. In the US, the average monthly spending for a car goes as follows. Car loan payment $500, insurance $90, gas $140, maintenance and repairs $90, registration, fees, taxes and other paperwork is $10. That's a total of $830. So we're looking at 830 times 12 months. That's $9,960 in potential savings per year just by not owning a car. And you're like, well, yeah, but how do I get around? Well, nowadays, if you live and work in a medium to large-sized city, you simply don't need a car. If your city has a good biking infrastructure, that's mostly in Europe, I don't know about the US, then you can bike to work. Otherwise, you can take public transport. And when you do need to get out of the city and the car is the easiest solution, you can rent one. And you're like, well, that's way too expensive. Well, yeah, but even if it's super expensive, you can most likely afford it now that you're saving yourself $10,000 a year. Even if you spend $400 per month on car renting, you're still saving half the money you would spend on your own car. Plus, with renting, you don't have to worry about paperwork, maintenance, changing tires. It's all covered for you. There you have it. Over $20,000 in savings, and again, with an extremely conservative approach. Remember this. And also remember that this video is not about removing all the fun from your life, getting rid of your car, wearing black all year like I do, and never go out for coffee with friends. That's not what this is about. It's here to show you how much you can save just by rethinking your finances just a little bit. So if you really need your car, keep it. If you like fashion, buy nice clothes by all means. But you can most definitely save on one category of things if you decide to splurge on the other. It's about financial responsibility, right? That's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you found my content useful, insightful. If you did, remember to like and subscribe if you're not already. It helps me grow the channel and it also motivates me to create more content like this. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. See you in the next video.